this time things seem a little different.
It's been a long night. I couldn't sleep, so I did the next best thing. I worked. And for my trouble, I've got nothing but this piece of cobblestone in my hand and a hole in the ground. But with this one piece of cobblestone, actually more than one piece of cobblestone, the night was long, I was definitely very busy. We can make ourselves something that will help us in the future, and that is a furnace. A single solitary furnace. Let's put it down there with the rest of the workshop. It is daytime. I think it is best we actually go out to the mainland and go forage, because we will need things to help us survive. That's right. I think the book tells us so. If I go to the quests of the book, it tells me that we need seeds. Okay, so we're going to go punch some grass. And hopefully, God's be willing, there's going to be seeds within the grass. There's definitely no grass on my island, so we just have to deal with things the best way we can. And while I'm out, I'm definitely going to see if I can get some more stumps for some more coal to light up the rest of the island. And of course, gathering the seeds will take time. As luck would have it, I think this is the last seed I require. Yes, it is. Oh no, hang on. We don't have enough fertilizer, apparently. Oh, we need 3 of those. This grass is not very forgiving. But as luck would have it, I did actually manage to find some wheat seeds. I may survive this after all. My other problem is the land looks all the same. It just looks all the same. I'm hoping that I get my bearings well enough to find my island again. But I think I do have enough now. Excellent. We can hand in the quest, and with God's be praised, we get a few seeds to help us along. Now, let's take this stump. The next task is to find my island again. It's very overcast. I can't see the sun. I've got no bearings. I can only hope I'm going the right direction. That looks familiar. Off in the horizon, by some strange magical happening, the blocks of wood are staying suspended in the air, where I chopped down the majority of the tree that was on the island, serving as a marker. So I should be going this way. I will be taking some more of these stumps. For the charcoal within them, we'll make some more torches. Many more torches. Whoops. Keep a hold of that. And then we'll go back to the island and ensure it against the darkness. One thing about the island, ooh, there is actually a grass block. A patch of grass. That's incredible. There is green amongst this wasteland. Not much, but there is green here. Right. Time to get my planting sensors out and fix up the rest of this island. One little patch to go. There we are. I think that is it. It's just going on to night time. I think my island is now secure. It's not completely secure because it is very close to the mainland. I really should think about making a wall or something around the edge of this island so none can get in. But I've got other pressing matters on my mind right now, and that is farming. That's right. I don't have any dirt to farm with. I did, however, in my little hole in the ground, see some dirt. This is about the only place that I know where I can get some. So this is going to be my next task for the time being. Collect enough dirt to establish a farm. Into the depths we dig. Still no dirt to be found. Is dirt that such a rare commodity in this world, and henceforth nothing but dried sand and rock? I don't know. The only thing I can do is continue to dig. Aha, here we are. Sand at long last. Not sand. I'm getting a bit of heat stroke going here. This is dirt. The precious dirt that we require. And it looks like a good deposit of it as well. We should gather up as much as we can, so we can take it to the surface and use it for our farmlands. Because that's one thing I do know how to do. I was a farmer back before the war, before all hell broke loose. I know how to farm, and that we have the dirt to do it. So, time to gather all the dirt I can and bring it to the surface. This stairwell is long, but we managed to collect all the dirt that was there. It is night time. I wonder what that dark patch of water is out there. I hazard to think. But let's investigate the island. See how well my defenses against the darkness are working. I can only hope. But before I do that, perhaps I should store my precious dirt in a chest, because that would be wise. That would be definitely wise. Right. We'll place the chest behind the crafting station here. You can actually access the chest from the crafting station. It is a good thing. Okay, we'll put everything here. The pasture seed is a magnificent seed. It can do wondrous things. Namely, turn dirt into grass. At least, that's what the stories do tell. Right, get all the precious dirt into the chest. And the clay also. We'll leave the bones here. I think we can take the rest of it, all our things with us. It should be fairly safe. Now, just quietly creeping. It seems my island is now safe. It is good, and it is becoming dawn once again. This is definitely a good... Ooh, this could be a problem. I just thought of something. This tree that we have here may not be entirely safe. Let's remove it, shall we? I need some supports to get up there. Yep, and there we go. Alright, let's get rid of this floating monstrosity of a tree, or remains of one. I cannot risk having anything spawn from the darkness on the island and catch me unaware. I'd rather be aware of my dangers first. Oh, there's a bit more coal. That's actually, or charcoal I should say. There is no coal within this land. I just remembered. It's all charcoal. Right, let's get rid of this temporary scaffolding and collect my woods. I'm quite pleased with my new island home. It is going to serve quite well for my purposes. For the book is telling me that I should be regrowing the world, returning it to what it once was, green and lush. That is something I can do for I was a farmer. We have a small patch of water here. However, let's go back to the book. There must be some other tasks we can perform. We can actually collect. Ooh. We can have the gods are going to bless us with either marble or limestone. Which do I prefer to build my home from? I think I would like to have marble, if anything. And another task, buckets of stuff. You found plenty of water pooled around the world. While it might be kinda murky, it does the job and will be useful for farming, but you'll need a way to move it around. Maybe you'll be able to form a crude bucket from some of the clay you pulled up from the dead grass. Yes, we can do that. We have to go back to our crafting station first. We'll take our clay, and we've got an unfired clay bucket now. Return to the book. And now we have to make it a fired clay bucket. Well, it's pretty self-explanatory with pottery. To fire it, you need to heat it. So we'll put it in the furnace. And we'll have that part of the quest completed. Fired clay buckets. Good for carting around water and lava. Although, if memory serves me correctly, you can pick up lava with the fired clay bucket, but when you put the lava down, the bucket is rendered useless. So bear that in mind, travellers who hear my tale. Alright, we will claim more dirt or bone meal. I will take more dirt. I see, I get more dirt and bone meal. I do not have to choose. That is good. That is good indeed. Alright, not Farmville. Some of the siegers scrounge make good stuff from a farm. Maybe you're able to feed yourself this way. Giving crops some growth supports is paramount to helping them grow properly. I have heard of this technique. Maybe the earth is no longer able to sustain nor regular crop farming. So let's take our dirt. We'll take our bucket. And let's make up some pastures. I think we should level this area out here and establish some farms around in this general area. It will take quite some time though. And there the farm plots are. I'm familiar with this form of farming. It requires some support sticks to support the crop. However, this method of farming is very time intensive, and you have to be very clear about how you wish to proceed, because there are things you can do with these crops. You can get the crops to cross-mutate into other crops or gain other characteristics, like grow faster, give a higher crop yield, or there was some other thing that they could mutate to, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been so long since I've actually held a hoe, much less done any crossbreeding of crops, but all that's going to change. The land is actually looking fairly decent. Right. Now, if I remember rightly, I need to go back up to the chest to where my seeds are located. We'll put the cracked sand that I've managed to get from leveling out the land. Put our quest rewards into the chest. We don't need quite so much dirt right now, although I will be changing the island and basically bringing the green back to the world. Alright, I need the seeds. I have the crop sticks. We'll take the potato seeds, the carrot seeds, and the belladonna seeds. I think we will need these sooner rather than later. For now, it is time to get the crops all planted. So, that's a regular growth sticks. We can place our seeds there. Put another regular crop seed and put our seeds there. Then what we do, we can crossbreed like that with an extra set of cross sticks. And that is how the basics is done. So I will have a lot of wheat crossbreeding with each other to gain better statistics. The other plots shall try and obtain crossbreeds of other crops. Now, if I remember rightly, wheat seeds and carrots. I don't remember. Maybe the encyclopedia will tell us. Maybe. Let's look. Wheat. There's actual barley seeds? No. I just want seeds plainly. Let's see. Mana infusion. This is flower magic. I haven't had much to do with flower magic. I'd only just about joined the academy before the war had even started. There must be some other thing we can do. Carrot seeds will give us sugar canes. Excellent, we will need those later on. If we cross the sugar cane with the barley. Oops. I did not mean to do that. We get barley seeds. What else can we get? Snowball seeds. I don't know how to get those. We can get a wormwood seed. This is witchery. I don't know much about witchery at all. But I may need to delve into those black arts to restore the world to where it should be. The crops are growing fairly quickly. So, the wheat will only interact with the carrots to give us sugarcane. What can we use the other seeds for, I wonder? That is a very good question. The belladonna. What will that mutate with? If I could remember how to spell belladonna. Oh, there we go. Belladonna with potato seeds will give us mandrakes. Mandrakes are handy, I think. I'm not entirely sure. We can also get an agricultural journal with belladonna seeds. So we need more belladonna seeds, period. And the book and quill, a feather. Where am I going to get a feather from? There's no animals here. Anointing paste, another witchery thing. Okay, so it is belladonna with potato. For now, that is the crop we are going to have. Belladonna and potatoes. I believe these crops, we can actually speed up their growth using bone meal to grow them to full maturity, and then we can get some crossbreeding happening. Alright. Excellent. Full maturity. It saved us some time for sure. The one thing I do remember vaguely from my years of experience farming, we need some way to analyze these seeds. A seed analyzer, if you will. Let's go back to the encyclopedia. I'm sure it is there. Here it is, the seed analyzer. A cobblestone slab. We can make these. Glass. Could we smelt the red sand to make glass? There is only one way to find out, and that is to try. We'll take, if this does work, we would need 6 glass blocks to make the panes. We could... I don't want to use the charcoal to power the furnace. Let us use dead wood for the time being. It's not possible. We cannot use the dead wood. So charcoal, it will have to be. The precious charcoal that we are given here. Perhaps we could... Oh, we are getting the glass that we require. Excellent. That's great. But now, all we have to do is just sit back and wait. We do have some more seeds on us. And food is starting to run out, so I think I should actually devote one row completely to wheat. Crossbreed. No. I did make a mistake with my planning. I was hoping to crossbreed across the whole lot. But that is not possible. Unless we might be able to get some extra seeds, perhaps. How could we make this work? We needed an odd number of dirt in between each water source. I could move them all, but that would take time and effort. And we don't have much of either. Well, effort we have, time we do not. We will starve if we do not do something soon. So, we will just have to continue on with this sort of plan. It'll make good for crossbreeding, and simple, at the very least. I've also placed torches in the places where we will be crossbreeding. Aha! I think this particular row we won't worry about crossbreeding. We'll actually let that grow out, and we can use that to feed ourselves. Let's see how our glass is going. It's made. Excellent. So, crafting station. We need the slab. The slab is made. The one thing we do not have is wood. I'm not sure if I can make the analyzer. Oh, hang on. If I remember rightly, we can make slabs this way with our dead wood, and you can revert the slab into planks. Aha! There is ways and means around everything. So we have the planks. We have the slab. The slab. I have yet to make my glass panes. Silly me. Done. Right, there we go. Stick, stick, stick. There we go. Analyzer has been made. We can now see what the fruits of our labor will result as. I think I will have the station be placed over here, roughly in the center of the crops. It would mean less travel for myself. We are definitely just growing out this crop so we can get some bread. But these are our seeds for let's examine these seeds, shall we? They are regular, ordinary seeds. What about these seeds? These are identified. They are ordinary seeds also. So they grow. They have attributes of growth, speed of growth, obviously, gain, how much you'll gain from harvesting those crops, and the strength. The strength, I'm not entirely sure what that does. do? We've managed to get potato seeds here. We've managed to get some sugarcane. Sugarcane we will need in the future, for we need books. I think we'll take those sugarcane seeds and hopefully we'll be able to get some more. Let's analyze those. And we'll have a row devoted to sugarcane. I'm not entirely sure if we can actually get the sugarcane to spread to another plot. There's only one way to find out. And I think that is the rest of my bone meal, unfortunately. But we have wheat we can harvest to make us some bread. We should have another crafting station down here. For that, we need a completely, I wouldn't say healed hatchet, a repaired hatchet is what the word I was looking for. We'll get another crafting station and put this down next to the analyzer. And there we have it. We can survive now. We have bread, we have water. There is nothing much to hold us back now. We have the light against the darkness. All we have to do is regrow the land.